Teach me their soul.
Hey, this is Fly Gaming, and today I'm bringing you a WatchDogs Legion Spider-Bot Arena guide. First things first, to access the Spider-Bot Arena in WatchDogs Online, you will need to complete the new Resistance mission in free roam mode. Once completed, you can access the Spider-Bot Arena via the map or the main menu for WatchDogs Online. Now let's go over the controls, but before I do, I feel the need to mention how important movement is in this game. It's an absolute cornerstone to this mode, and I'll touch more on it later in the strategy section of this guide, but for now, we'll go over some basic controls. The Spider-Bot Arena uses very similar controls to Spider-Bots outside of the arena, with the exception of boost being used for firing your weapon. I also find it noteworthy to mention double jump is unlocked and usable by default. WASD or left analog stick for controller to move, mouse or right analog stick to look around, Q or right bumper to interact with barricades, and finally, left mouse button or right trigger to fire your weapon. Now that we understand the controls of Spider-Bot Arena, we can move on to weapons. In the arena, you start with a light SMG that does low damage, but to obtain more powerful weapons, you must grab mystery boxes. There are many weapons in the arena, both long and short range, all of which have potential. That being said, I definitely feel there are some weapons more powerful than others. The first weapon we're going to go over is the light SMG. This is your default weapon in the arena, and as its name implies, it's an SMG that does light damage. I wouldn't attempt to go head-on with enemies using this weapon, but it makes an excellent finisher if you've run out of ammo on your equipped weapon. Next we have the Smart SMG. This gun is basically like the light SMG, but it locks onto targets. Heavy SMG does twice as much damage as other SMGs. I find it one of the best all-around weapons in the game because it's useful in so many scenarios. Now let's move into the rockets in the game. First on the list we have bolt missiles. These rockets are really fast and do a decent amount of damage, and of all the rockets, I like these the most. Next we have seeker missiles, which are the smart SMG in a sense that they lock onto targets. Just like the smart SMG, they can be a decent option in open areas. Last on the rockets list is mortar missiles. These rockets are extremely slow, but they do massive damage. That being said, they're my least favorite weapon in the game, just because of how painfully slow they are. Next on the list we have the cluster gun, which is basically a shotgun. It's got really good damage at medium range, with increased damage at short range. Following we have its close sibling, the scatter gun, which is like the cluster gun, only with higher damage and less range. It's a one-shot at close range and probably the best weapon for multi-kills. It's my personal favorite weapon to use in the game. Now for long-range weapons. Up first we have the pulse laser. It's a guaranteed one hit from anywhere. Basically the most OP weapon in the game. The vampire laser does less damage but can be fired extremely fast and restores health for every successful hit. Now that you have a basic understanding of all the weapons in the arena, we can move on to the abilities. These are basically kill streak rewards. All rewards are temporary and go away after a short period of time. Dying will always reset your streak and remove your current perk. First on the list we have the reveal perk at 2 kills. For this reward you will be able to see players through walls, as well as what's contained in the mystery boxes, which can be super OP. Next we have supercharged at 4 kills. This perk will increase your weapon damage and give you a higher jump height. And last, but certainly not least, we have a shield perk at 6 kills. This perk actually grants you immunity for a short period of time. Now for the part of the guide you've been waiting for, strategy. While everyone has a unique playstyle and I encourage you to be yourself, the tips I'm about to give should help anyone that wants to improve their game. Don't stop moving. I can't stress how important this is. With weapons like the pulse laser and the scattergun that can easily one-shot a sitting target, your best bet is to stay on the move. Learn to balance being aggressive and conservative. A huge mistake many players make in any game is either being always aggressive or always playing conservative. Too much of either is bad, so try to balance it by making good reads on when to lay back and when to go in for the kill. Learn all the weapons, as you won't always have your pick, so knowing how to use any weapon to its max potential can be crucial in tight matches. It's also useful to know all the weapons because if someone is using it against you, now it will be easier for you to evade them. Raise and lower the barriers to your advantage. If you have the pulse laser and a barrier is up, don't go in and try to get the kill. Simply lower the barrier and get your normal shot off. Vice versa, if you're on the run, lifting a barrier could provide you with just the amount of cover you need. One more thing that I haven't mentioned yet. Health does not regenerate on its own. You will need to look for health packs. They're shaped like hearts and will always fully heal your spider bot. That being said, it's crucial to control the health packs. If you know your enemy is low health, be aware of all nearby health packs, as a single health pack can change the course of an engagement. That's all for my spider bot guide, and I hope you were able to pick up some useful information. If you enjoyed this video, consider dropping it a like or subscribing to the channel to show support. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next video.